Hi, I'm Tara Joy, an energy intuitive, and in this video, I'm going to tell you all about what an intuitive reading is, how I bring through information during an intuitive reading, and what you might be able to gain from information that you receive during an intuitive reading. So, if you're ready, let's go! So, what is an intuitive reading? I offer intuitive readings when I go to spiritual and psychic fairs. I'll also offer them through a virtual call. So, through Zoom, through Instagram, through Facebook Messenger, I can do an intuitive reading. And it'll look very similar to this right now. So, what is an intuitive reading? Different readers will bring through information in a different way. So, an intuitive reading from myself might be different than an intuitive reading from someone else, but the main thing is very similar in that we're getting information from a different source than our brains, right? We're tapping into the energy of things and bringing information through for you. In my case, I connect with spirit guides. So those could be ancestors, it could be angels, it could be dragons if you resonate with dragons, fairies, all of those ethereal realm energies, as well as past loved ones, ancestors, and I also access the Akashic Records. So I can bring in past life information from the Akashic Records because the Akashic Records are the record of every sentient being's soul. So a plant has an Akashic record, a rock has an Akashic record, a tree, an animal, your pets, dogs, cats, horses, hamsters, guinea pigs, fish, everything has an Akashic records. And these are your soul's history through all of your lifetimes. So I can tap into this energy. I can also tap into your guide's energy, as I mentioned previously, and I can also read people's energy. So reading what people call their aura, their bios field, their quantum field. There's so many different terminologies, but it's really this same energy of you that I'm tapping into. And so when these readings take place, I can tap into energy that may be blocked or worries that you've had, stress, anxiety over something that might happen in the near future, dissidence between relationships, partnerships, friends, and that's all picked up in your auric field. So, to summarize, an intuitive reading is checking into your energy field and your Akashic records and with your guides and bringing through information for you in this moment from those sources. And you can either ask a specific question or you can ask an open-ended question of, what does the universe need me to know in this moment? And we tap into the energy and see what the universe has to say to you in this moment. So how do I do an intuitive reading? How does it work? So first, I get your permission. So if it's at a mystic or psychic fair, you sitting in my chair says that you're giving me permission. I'm not at the grocery store picking up on people's energy behind them when I'm in line at the checkout. That's just bad form. I would never do that. First of all, I would be exhausted all of the time. And second of all, I strongly believe the energy you put out is what comes back. So if I try to tap into someone's energy without their permission, it gives the permission to someone else to go into my energy without my permission, which I don't want. So that's one of the rules that I follow, that you know, the energy you put out comes back. So be mindful of what you put out. There are a few ways that I do intuitive readings. One is using cards, which I'm finding I need the cards less than previously when I started doing intuitive readings. And what I would do is have the question. So I might say, you know, what message does the universe have for me today, or for whoever I'm doing the reading for? And then I quickly shuffle the deck. And I usually put the deck to my heart so that the answer is coming from a heart-centered place, not ego or the mental body, the thinking, logical, analytical. And then my method is I cut the deck, and whatever card it is what's meant to be. Different readers have a different method. Many shuffle until a card falls out. Some spread the deck out and choose a card, and there's no right or wrong way. They are all equally as magical and powerful. So the card that I just picked is Root Girl, the disowned self, which really resonates with me in this moment, because I've done a whole bunch of internal healing for myself, and part of that was inner child work and working with the energy center of the root. So not surprised that that card came up. So usually I would take the card and then ask ancestors, look into the Akashic Records, and then look into your energy field of where is this relevant, because this sort of takes the broad focus of like, here's everything that we can talk about, and says, here's the specific like sniper angle of what's needed in this moment for you to hear. And then I would bring through information based on that card. And I've even surprised myself of what comes through. Like and I always remind people that it's not my brain, myself, that knows the information. It's, you know, your spirit guides who are with you throughout your life, some of them, and who step in and out of your life. So they are with you and know what you need to hear, and what I as a reader need to bring up in the moment. So, you know, the details can be quite specific, and that's more to confirm that it's accurate information. And so there's usually an element of validation and confirmation, and new energy, and changing of perspective. So looking at a situation or how you've looked at something in a whole new way. That's often referred to as shadow work. So what's in our subconscious is what's in our shadow, which is nothing to do with evil or negative. It's just things we can't see, kind of like the back of our knees. Like nobody can see the back of their knees because our eyes are looking forward and the back of our knees are behind us. So that's kind of how shadow work is. So that's using the cards. Another way that I bring through intuitive readings is with what I call an energy scan, in where I tap into your 4 bodies, so spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical, and similarly tap into your guides, your Akasha, and reading your energy and seeing what information comes through. What do you need to know in the moment? What sometimes I also feel in my body sensations that you have also experienced. So sometimes I'll feel like tightness in my stomach, which is usually, anxiety, stress. And then I will ask further, what is this stress and anxiety tied to? And then how are you able to relieve some of this stress and anxiety? It might mean changing jobs, changing where you work, who you work with. It might mean standing up for yourself more. So much valuable information comes through during readings that I feel I don't even know as a reader how impactful it is, because not everybody shares that feedback. But it's available to all of you with readings, and intuitive readings usually take in multiple ways of reading energy, and not just reading the cards and knowing what the cards are. And I'm not judging or shaming anyone who interprets cards, because there's also so much value in doing readings that way as well. We need all of us to bring through information and use our gifts. And that's what an intuitive reading is, and in a nutshell, how I do intuitive readings. So if you're interested in getting an intuitive reading and seeing pretty much this, then please check out the links below. If you are on my website, if you're on YouTube, you can check out the description. I have links to my website and also links to my social media channels if you just want to get an idea of more insight on myself and how I bring through information, because I usually do a message of the day, which are all available on, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And I'm also doing a few local events, and I host some online events once in a while. So check them out below, and I would love to see you in an upcoming event or at an in-person event. And remember, you are the magic. Till next time, bye.